Construction of Wisconsin's athletics' new football indoor practice facility is scheduled to begin in 2025.
But as we get closer to that date, some athletes are concerned the $285 million project possibly violates Title IX. The three prongs of Title IX compliance are equitable athletic participation, equitable scholarships, and benefits and treatment. Voice in Sport, a nonprofit organization that advocates for girls and women athletes, says even before taking those building plans into account, UW is potentially violating some of these pillars.
If you look at the 22 to 23 numbers, there's 53 roster spots that potentially are being missed for women opportunities at the University of Wisconsin. And then on the scholarship dollar side, it's up to $738,000 a year, just in that 1 year alone that was not provided to women athletes.
The numbers Steph Strack is talking about come from Wisconsin's most recent report for the Equity in Athletics Disclosure Act. She says it's important to note this data cannot be used to evaluate a school for Title IX compliance, but says it's a great indicator if a school is compliant or not. Strack just shared how UW is at risk of being out of compliance with two of the three components of Title IX.
She says with the new Camp Randall facility, UW is at risk of violating the third component. New at 10, Grace Hodak has you covered on why that is and what student athletes are fighting for.
We can do so much better to support sports like track and cross country and support women's sports as a whole.
Student athlete Maggie Munson says she's disappointed with Wisconsin Athletics' new football indoor practice facility. The $285 million project includes replacing the Camp Randall Memorial Sports Center, also known as the Shell, where the UW track and field team trains in the winter.
In the letter of intent, Wisconsin promised that we would get a facility that is on par with other Big Ten schools. We've been to Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, who have phenomenal facilities.
And UW's new facility is nowhere near phenomenal for Munson. Renderings show the track with 3 lanes above a football field.
Imagine trying to hurdle 3 stories up next to a railing. A recreational jogging path will not support our drive and our goals to keep winning Big Ten titles and be competitive at the NCAA level.
A spokesperson for the athletic department says, in part, quote, the more than 300 men's and women's student athletes across numerous sports, including track and field, who had access to train in the McLean Center and or Shell, will still have access to train in the new indoor practice facility. The one exception is the approximately 10 student athletes who compete in the pole vault and high jump, and we will have an alternate location at which they can train, end quote.
What would be a response and a decision from them that you would be happy with?
We'd love to have a conversation about the needs of our track program and the status of Title IX here at Wisconsin.
Munson tells me she and her team are hopeful for change. She and Strack will talk about these potential Title IX violations at Friday's 50-year reunion of track and field and cross country, which is being hosted ahead of the NCAA cross country championships here in Madison on Saturday.